Everything seems to be looking good. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of D&D Darkest Hope. Where we last left off, our players had returned from a strange cave holding many strange people who seem to be commanding undead. Other than that, when they did get out, one of their companions, known as Edith, had fell unconscious due to some pain in their head after getting a hole drilled through their skull and being carried to the doctor. They are going to awake at the beginning of the session. 2 days have passed where the players have decided to basically do mostly nothing. Sangararia is continuing their duty as ranger, as Edith is taking the time to recover the magic in his body. Hello, Claude. Welcome. What were you doing in the last 2 days?
I had something I was going to do the day after. I was going to go back to that cave. You know how I left 2 people with their arms broken?
Yeah.
I plan to only leave one of them. I'll take the other. But one thing I was going to do in town, which is a little more relevant, we do have a prison or somewhere we can house criminals.
So you wish to go back to the cave and recover those 2 bodies?
Well, firstly, because I did promise the first day I was going to make myself useful in town. Do we have a prison, a brig,
Yes, you do. It's not very big.
Position.
It's not very big. Comfortably.
I'm only bringing one guy.
Okay.
As I'd like to address, there is someone I'm going to proceed to investigate. Is there any qualms to me utilizing this facility?
You know, the captain of the guard is getting kind of pissy that you're stepping on his territory. You know, that this is kind of his turf. This is his jail. You walk in here like you own the goddamn place, which you don't.
Won't we literally do though?
When Claude's player literally doesn't.
Yeah, Claude's only here because I'm assigned to protect him. Can't really do that right now.
Bro, is absolutely right. I don't own this place. I'm asking you for a single cell, sir. And any of your support will be seen as support to the church. I assure you it is in your best interest not to upset us pretty angel boys.
Now,
Don't say it like that, man!
Is that a threat, or are you trying to persuade him? If it's a threat...
It's more of a persuasion. I'm telling him, hey, I will gladly say good things about you, if you at least comply.
Okay, if you're trying to intimidate him, roll intimidation. If you're trying to persuade him, roll in persuasion, but you can only roll 1.
I'd like to think Damien's trying to persuade him, but he's going to word it in such a way that he's like, you don't want to mess with us angels because they'll really come and hurt you. And he's just trying to be like, no, I'm trying to tell you, like, I want to help you. But he just isn't wording it right. So I'll go with intimidation. Because, charisma-wise, he's fucking awful.
Yeah, sure. Sure, we can let you borrow 1 cell. He shows you to, like, the smallest cell in the back of the building. You can use this one right here.
Any restraints you'd like to enforce upon me?
Don't let any of the other prisoners out, and no executing.
Oh, don't worry, buddy. That's entirely in your hands. But now that I have confirmation for a place to bring him, so I'm not doing foul things to
And
man in
one last
the forest.
thing. One last thing. They want to know why. Why are you bringing someone in? But,
Well, you know the fact that a person was murdered earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I know who the culprit is, and I would like to enact my duty as a seraph to find him the ability to redeem himself if he believes he can.
You snapped his arms.
I gave him a choice, and he chose the wrong answer. He chose the arm break answer.
You get to see if Downhill doesn't believe me because I'm bold-faced lying to this man. So I plan to torture him.
Deception, please.
Absolutely. The worst part is I will be fucking upfront about it. Yes.
You know, he really doesn't get paid that well, so...
I'm not gonna kill the man. He's gonna live the best life ever. They didn't have much in there, did they? They'll get food every single day.
Okay, so you have a cell. And the guards don't trust you at all.
Fair. I will tell them that this is an interrogation room. Please assume various forms of interrogation will occur. It's back in the good old days. Mm.
Now, I will let you know that this is not the same day you came back from town, because back from town, you still had to travel, like, a few hours. You were there for a few hours. You spent, like, 8 hours out, then you took a rest back at town.
I did rest.
Um,
Also, I don't need to sleep. I have effectively the Book of Moon thing. I can walk around.
Yes, but you also did spend time with the church and the woodworker thing, you know. You did spend time there.
I'll be honest, I would have fucking walked up to his door at midnight. That's why I thought he was so fucking shocked that I just walked in.
The guy's still in his pajamas.
Just locking out on him, and he's like, why the hell are you here? I have a job to do.
I'm just stating that time has passed.
Austin, I sent you a question in DMs.
Oh, one moment.
But if that is it, one thing, because it'll become relevant, yay or nay on the absolution. For when I see myself being attacked. So that will probably be relevant if I end up getting attacked in the first room, because I don't plan to go any further.
What was the question again? Can you hold action absolution?
Yeah, so effectively it would be out of combat. It's specifically when I believe I am in a hostile environment. I will absolution all of my stress whenever I see an attack come at me. So if I'm hit by a trap I don't see, doesn't do anything. If there's an attacker I don't see, doesn't do anything. But it's a means for me to have 10 HP earlier than usual. That is my entire survivability. Obviously, this can be changed if you want. At a later date, if you want to see how bad it would be.
We'll play with it, but we'll play with it now. But if I consider it to be a little too much, we'll change it later. Agreed?
That works just fine.
So you're going back to the cave.
Yes.
This is gonna be like early
Yeah.
next morning by the time you get down here.
If it's relevant, I am going at the fastest pace possible.
I assume that you were. I assume you were both ways. It still takes
Yeah,
you a while to get here.
The main reason is that is relevant for stealth and some other things.
Yep. So, you do hear noises coming, like, in the first room. Would you like to try the stealth, or... what's the deal?
As we get here.
Also, Damien, are you wearing any, like, heavy armor or anything?
Nope, I am not wearing any armor whatsoever.
Okay.
I have barbarian thing.
Just making...
Well, I have a shield. That is relevant. Did we get a short rest then? If so, I would like to expend 8 dice.
Yes, you
Over
you
that.
guys...
Okay.
A short rest is 8 hours.
Yep.
Yeah. So that would be 11. 20, so. Save my last die for the group.
A short rest is 8 hours, and a long rest is 3 days.
Yep. I will try and stealth, though I'm not proficient.
Please roll.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Alright, as these two are not the ones that you've detained before, they are talking quite loud, like, God, you heard what happened to, like, Mike and Jerry? Like, that got completely owned by those intruders. And they're just seeming to talk about, like, how those, like, how people apparently came into the tombs, like, into the cave recently and all that. You can also hear whispers coming down the hall once again. As you see a madman just standing there as this guy is like, "Oi! Back down the hall with the rest of them, you abomination!" As he, like, begins to push the madman back down the hall. As he's just grabbing his head in pain.
Where can I move and assume I am in cover?
Yes, they have not noticed you. You're in cover.
Where?
Here. You
So
are
I
here.
don't know if I move any closer. I know, but like, where can I move to still be in discernible cover? Because I assume there is more than just an open tile. Just an open tile. Please believe. Really hard.
Please give the DM 1 second to think. He has not decided how this was to go. This map
Really
is kind of basic.
How much does come hither cost and stress? Because depending on the answer to that question, it might not matter. 2, fuck. I need him to swing on me. It's not gonna do it out of combat.
Damien, can you give me a perception check? Down into this room over here, you hear someone screaming. Like, someone screaming, please, no, stop, doing all the typical begging.
Mighty unfortunate for you, because I'm not a good aligned character. I have a goal in mind, and I will complete my goal. To this corner, shimmy, shimmy. I think that's. Yeah.
Alright.
I have to try and keep this as quick as possible. Can I take an action in combat? Or that? How do you want to do this? I would like to initiate.
You like to start
Specifically,
combat.
Absolutely, and I plan to fucking run. I'm gonna grab a man and run.
First, do the action to grab. So what are you doing to grab somebody? Like,
Shooting a chain out at him. Well, it does say I could grab two. I do not want to. I don't think I can fight two of them right now.
will you please roll initiative?
Absolutely.
As you do, and roll damage too, you do hit him.
That doesn't do damage. It just grabs him.
As he's going to say, what the fuck?
And then, 15 feet out.
Nope.
Oh, goodbye.
Nope.
Uh,
Once that action happens, it starts combat.
my surprise round.
Is it bad I'm imagining the Benny Hill theme?
What is this? So I'm gonna do something funny. I have an effect that helps me run away from people, which is ironic when you grapple someone. Because I can gladly just run with them. Going the opposite way, okay? Just bringing a friend with me.
They don't want to go with you. Wait, need the roll for the bandman. Excellent, rolled Madman twice. Madman gets the 15.
Last.
Alright. The bone courtier doesn't seem to have noticed you, and to this guy kind of shakes a small piece of his skull helmet, and the courtier starts to move over closer to you. Hey, buddy. Can I offer you a drink?
Oh, right, Alan.
22?
Oh, that hits for once.
Please make a DC 12 wisdom. Ah, okay. But take 6 necrotic.
I will.
As this cultist here has been surprised, the madman was pushed away, so he's prone. Damien, your turn. Mr. Bones has gave you some very gracious wine in these times. So you just wish to run with this man.
I'm thinking if I... Or what might be...
You succeed at this. Imagine the story his friend is gonna
It's not
tell.
that hard. It's just ironic. Because I have, in this situation, rogue dash, so I will outrun them.
No, it's not that. Imagine what his friend is gonna say to the rest of the cult. Yeah, this guy just came in, grabbed Kenny, and ran out with him.
Didn't say a damn thing.
You now know how that entire village of people felt.
What?
Hello, Bone Courier, please.
Don't worry about
I
it.
was hit by an attack, and I'm actually performing another one, so that's relevant. Hello, Bone Courier, please say goodbye. I don't think that says goodbye to you.
No, it hits. It hits.
Thank you. Yeah, 11. Bludgeoning.
Okay, he's still up.
Almost capital.
He's still up.
I, for all intents and purposes, moved 1 square down.
Oh, okay.
I'm still in his start range, but I'm 1 down. I can't because there's a wall here. Oh wait, I can't hold it. No.
Bad call.
Wait, yeah.
Don't break it.
Yeah, because I was fixing my thing, so it kept breaking my AC.
So, you know, we're just gonna say you get away with the cultist.
Literally every turn after this turn, I'm just going to dash.
Yeah.
Every single action. If he starts swinging on me, I'm just going to bonk him. So I will bring him back unconscious. It's just whether we have to do that immediately or later.
So this is gonna be like near 9-ish by the time you get back with this man. So what's your plan with this guy?
Bring him to the cell room first.
Alright. And the guards are going to ask if this is the guy who caused the murder.
He is a accomplice. There is multiple. I am using him and the wondrous interrogation skills to discern where people may be. And should there be another hideout?
Do you wish to get any other of the party members involved?
I mean, yeah, I just don't want to have to drag him around town, have him occasionally flail, and me to beat him senseless in broad daylight. If that is fair.
Cameron is sitting here like, oh, you have provided the Inquisitor a victim.
We're not killing him.
I never
never
said
I make him scream.
I never said I'd be killing him. I'm just saying let the professional do it.
I have a chain devil inside me.
Let the professional do it, sweetheart.
I don't think there's anyone more qualified for this job. But after he is properly confined and restrained, I have manticles if they do not. He can keep him for a little bit.
Are you also going to manticle him? Like, why he's in the cell?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't want to walk in and him start swinging on me.
Alright. So.
And then, walking out of the guard place, I will address. He is confined, and I will return swiftly with the members of the house. And what we determine the best action to do, I will return on my own. And should they discern, I do it myself.
Alright, they're going... Alright. So, Claude.
Yes.
We're going to push this one more day ahead of schedule. because I intended everyone to just have some downtime actions and then immediately get into the session. And I want the other players to also be able to be part of this. So we're going to go one day ahead of schedule. Cameron.
Yes.
You wake up and you're in a horrifying sweat.
Where am I?
You seem to be in your room. Your pentacle is on the edge of your bed, asleep.
Wait, when you say in my room, I thought I was in the doctor's office.
They brought you to the doctor's, and the doctor brought you back to your house, basically, because they didn't really have a place for you to sleep overnight.
All right, I am going to look down. Notice my armor is off. My scars are showing. First things first. The long sleeve clothing. I don't know if I need to wear my armor today. But it might be a good idea. Pangle was getting some pets. What happens?
The stress of battle caused you to faint.
That's not what I'm talking about.
After retreating on the way back, you passed out on your horse. We all think the stress of battle was the root cause.
It doesn't explain the bandages around my head.
You attained a head injury when you fell.
Did anyone else see that thing?
Yes.
No. So other people saw that formless, genderless spear thing?
It looks confused. I was thinking the scars on your body.
The scars are a different issue I can deal with.
But no,
It's... No one else saw it.
you must have been hallucinating.
Something knowing my darkest secrets contacted me. And now the...
Cameron, make me a wisdom save.
I don't like the fact you said that. I don't like wisdom saves anymore. Wisdom and dexterity check. They're like my two 13.
Your head rivals in pain, almost as something was trying to take the information out of your head, but you hold on to it. You're not sure if it's wise to continue to talk about it.
I can't talk about it. And that frightens me. Where are the others?
Eudogen. Umbreon, you with me? Yeah. So, you're in your room, right next door of, Edith. And, you know, you got your pup. You got your pup. It's been a little shit. You know, as all puppies are. As, you know, it wants to leave the room. But the door's too big.
You said that right as one of my dogs IRL started scratching at the door to be let out.
Inogen's gonna be like, I might want to go on a walk. So I will open the door and walk around the mansion.
As you walk past here, you hear Edith's voice coming from the room.
None of this makes any freaking sense. Of course, she's speaking Celestial because she's speaking to the Pangle.
Ah, yes.
Inogen.
Go on.
Inogen will speak through the door. Good morning, Edith.
Edith, now dressed in long sleeves, and have any of you guys played Dragon Age Inquisition?
Hell no.
Yes. Very good game.
Yes, you know the Inquisitor's pajamas?
Never had the pleasure.
Give me a sec. That's what they're called. Give me a second. Gonna post an image of what I mean. Save in the chest. Just to give you an idea of what Edith wears when she's not in her armor. Give me a second. Discord.
So, Inogen, do you open the door when you say that, or no?
No, I'm shouting through it. It's rude to open up a lady's door.
Oh, I posted a picture to show you what Edith wears when she's not in her armor. Like, it's full covering. What are you barking at? It's not time for you to eat. Sorry. Edith is going to leave her room. She is dressed. Inogen, I'm glad to see you are all right.
And the Pangolo immediately glares down the service.
What is that?
Like it's done every single day ever since the service entered the house.
What is that thing?
Our new pet.
That's not a pet.
It's as much of a pet as that thing, points at the penguin.
You can't either. Don't make fun of our butt, okay? We're just born different.
Fine. So, I'm hungry. Do you mind if we walk and talk? I need to know what's going on since I fell unconscious.
Well, things that I know that happened just from listening around town and overhearing conversations. Our good angel buddy went back to the cave and got one of the people and sent him to jail.
What the fuck?
After.
Inogen, hold on.
Wait, this is happening. You said that's happening a day in advance, so they would have passed since he's done that, correct?
No, we're skipping one day ahead of time. So we're skipping Edith's recovery by 1 day.
So that's what you meant by that. I thought you meant that was happening. I thought you meant that was happening a day in advance, and it should have happened.
Nope.
Never mind, man. Inogen is not clairvoyant yet. That's a spell on the
Diviner yet.
I'm picking that spell up.
I don't
It's
spy
just
on you during your sleep. It's not weird, okay?
I don't cry on my own. Inogen's gonna say he's been relaxing praying.
Real quick, was it the doctor who removed my clothing, or... I'm assuming you saw a doctor considering my head is bandaged.
Yes, the doctor did remove your bandaging, and did remove your clothing because he needed to make sure your body was all right. And the head thing wasn't the doctor.
What? Who was it then?
It was an impromptu surgery.
Impromptu surgery. Oh, hey, Blue.
Holy shit! Kai, a miracle happened.
Hi, Faye.
Welcome back to the table, Marcus.
We haven't heard from you in a while, so I was worried. Cameron's always worried, though, so that's not
He
that
heard
big of
he
a
had
change.
prisoners of war, and he wanted to partake.
Well, howdy.
Yeah, Edith has a massive head injury.
Ouch, what happened? The fuck?
I went down and got brain bleed.
They got brain bleed. I got a hole in my chest and didn't give a fuck.
Oh, fuck's given.
Yeah. But someone who's actually proficient in, at least proficient in medicine, found out that you were bleeding in your brain, which he said was not a good thing. And the only way to make sure you didn't die on the spot was drill a hole through your head.
Again?
Drilling
Don't
is
worry.
a very loose term for what I did. It was more like
Yeah.
a just hammer.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
it sounds a lot more pleasant if you say drilling.
So, Marcus, I'm gonna be real.
Aw.
I've been having you sit on your ass, basically, helping out with basically security for the town.
Mhm.
So that kind of run you to the ground. It's around 9 to 10 a.m. as you hear Inogen and Edith talking. Like, they're almost right outside your door at this point.
Alright.
So,
Right.
what do you want to do?
I'm gonna grab my hat, put it on, grab one of my hand-rolled cigars, some match, light the cigar, open the door, step out.
And you're... Well, this is a cave with a cluster. Well, it's just...
I'll give you TLDR. We came back from dealing with the bandits, and we made a negotiation with them. Sadly, they got their whole village got ravaged by monsters. Sucks to suck.
We
got
don't know
back.
that yet.
I mean, we have no reason not to chest Sanguinaria. I mean, they're probably the most trustworthy person here.
You're not wrong.
Whoa.
So when we got back, we found out a murder has happened. After one of our council members did some investigating, we found out they were hiding out in the cave. And after exploring the cave a bit, we realized they have a lot of troops on their side. So, after finding our way through a couple of things, we decided to make a tactical retreat.
Do you think you could do that for me, Cam? Just DM that to
Yeah,
me?
give me a second. Let's see if I can find it.
Thank you, thank you. Continue.
I am... Continue, you guys. I gotta do something real quick.
So,
Yeah.
all that happened within...
A couple of minutes. I mean,
You forgot the part where you ran with your tail between your legs after a few feet in the dungeon.
oh yeah, we definitely did that, but you're a knight of honor, so I said tactical retreat because, you know, that sounds more honorable than like fucking running.
It's
I don't care either way.
It's only honorable. It's only dishonorable to run when someone is left behind, and I made sure no one was.
This is the greatest sin we've committed, Kai.
Also, after we came back, on our way back, she had she started bleeding from inside of her brain. We had to do impromptu surgery. She was in coma for a couple of days. And when Sting and Ari was walking around town, we found this thing. It's a new family pet.
I don't like it.
Dog with more dog in it.
The hell
I'll
is
tell
it?
it. It's a Cerber. A Cerber.
A Cerbus.
Cerberus. There we go.
Cerberus.
Cerberus.
No, it's a
baby
Cerberus.
Cerberus.
It's
so
not
look,
even a baby. It's a co-species. It only got 2 head, no 3. And it never gets a 3rd.
Oh, so it's an orthos. Okay.
Nope. Not according to Sibbles.
I
don't know
know.
what those are, okay?
I know.
I'll in Inferno tell it to behave. They're part of the family too.
Hunter.
I love it.
It's still a dog.
Enogen, you can tell it's hungry. As it's
It is
going to
it
try to
is
nibble your
canine.
tail.
It is canine me likey.
I'm going to feed all 3 of its heads.
With
3.
what?
It's got 2.
As a
It's got 2 dog heads and a snake head on its tail.
Oh, so it's like it's a chimera. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's more like a chimera than it is an actual Cerberus, which I think is hilarious.
And after it starts lining up to our other 2 members, I'll give it head scratches on all 3 heads.
The snake does not like head scratches, only the front 2 heads.
Neato. I just didn't want it to feel left out in case it was like, I don't want to act like I want head scratches because then they'll think I'm a dog too.
I need to pick up this.
I don't know. I don't.
Yep, Cerberus is a good doggo. Thank you for the comment.
Alright. Cerberus is best doggo.
Cerbus.
Or both.
Alright, sent you what you wanted. There is... Wait a minute, where is Damien?
I'm assuming around, but he could be dead for all I know. I was kind of relaxing.
Oh, fuck! Edith is immediately in panic mode because she's gotta go and find her bird. I don't know what else to call Damien. I imagine Pangle is around my neck. I am going out to get on my horse. I am not in my armor. I am just in my pajamas.
I'll ask Marcus to grab and stop her. I would, but the last time I tried, I failed.
Find him. He just kind of walks
Oh, give it a shot. And Marcus just chases after her. Like, hang on, wait up.
Come on, Doggo.
So, right, does Blue know about the character switch?
Don't
Probably.
Claude is no longer playing Clark. Clark is like our clerk now.
He's a bookkeeper.
Yes.
As...
Claude is now playing a seraph named Damien.
Is that this guy?
Huh?
That's Edith!
Oh, is it? Oh, it's changed since I've last seen it.
Yeah, I changed it slightly.
I like it.
But,
You
Damien,
probably would have seen him.
you're heading...
Here is the art.
Yeah. Damien, you were heading towards the mansion anyway, right?
Yeah. So I was gonna bring it up to them.
I'll keep everybody on the mansion map. Everybody just move to the first floor, please. Damien, however, please, in the front lawn, you're going to run into somebody. Damien. On your way back to the mansion, you've seen a strange warrior with a symbol on their side arm, like their side leather shoulder thing.
No.
And on their side is 2 swords, one of them clearly silver, and it looks to be a strange blue dragonborn with hair coming out of their head, which is extremely strange for this country. Scars align all across the body, and and they don't seem to be wearing any shoes.
You know, fair enough, dude. That's something that's kind of relevant to a lot of more monstrous species that don't have normal people feet. Shoes don't really work with them.
As they look very confused. Is this the right place I was supposed to be?
Big scary man. Hello.
Damien, how tall are you?
I know he might be smaller because I don't drag. Like, fuck. God damn, why is it not on here? Give me a quick second. But I know I actually have all this. I just lied straight to your face. Lower 6 feet.
Lower 6 feet.
So like 6'4"-ish.
As they turn around and you get a clear symbol, like on their on the side. Can you go ahead and make me a religion check?
Hurricane. I'm better at religion than I am at intimidating people. It's kind of funny. What they taught me in Sarah School was.
One moment, just double checking something in my...
I swear, if that idiot went and did something stupid again, I am going to chain him to this house so he won't ever be able to leave.
Hey. From the sounds of it,
Dude, you got chains that can stop the fucking chain now.
from the sound of it, you ain't in no position
Okay.
to put a hurting on
Damien,
nobody.
Would you consider yourself a highly religious character?
Not really, honestly.
Okay.
Before he was kind of forced upon this mantle of Sarah, he didn't know a damn thing about gods. Mainly just people talked about it occasionally, and he didn't really.
However, you would still notice what the symbol on their chest means. The symbol on their chest is a blood hunter order. You do not know which of the orders, but a order no less. The blood hunters are monster hunters. They are the extreme of the extreme.
They're the cooler people.
They
See,
normally
these crusaders and fucking inquisitioners are so mean to me. You guys are fucking fools.
as they are normally not really too liked by the clergy.
Solidly.
As
The best thing is Damien has a hate relationship with the clergy because they kind of just force themselves upon him. And you're like, I was just kind of living my life.
as they do notice you. Oh, sorry, am I in your way?
No, I could easily walk around you, but what is it you're looking for? I've lapped this entire village several times.
I was told of someone from my order that I needed to check up on. One who carries weaponry that is interesting from another land. Wears a strange leather hat. Walks around.
No, I don't even know if I've ever seen Marcus.
Walks around like he has a stick up his ass, from what I can tell.
At this point, Edith slams open the front door.
Hey.
Sure.
And she goes,
Yeah, no, I don't know if canonly I've ever seen Marcus.
You haven't.
You did once.
Okay.
Canonly, you did once when you guys were taking that first group meeting.
True.
Marcus was there just cleaning his guns.
Cameron pushes it.
Sure.
And I was
Because
smoking as well.
I will gladly say, hey, I kind of know that guy. Or at least I've seen him.
And then, sure enough, like right behind Edith. Hey.
No.
I am out. for one day. And where did you go?
On the devil. I went to the church and I gave children jobs.
Speak of the devil and
It's not the point. I am supposed to keep you safe. I am out for
Edith.
1 day. What if I...
You notice the strange blue dragonborn. Please make a religion check. As you see the symbol.
Edith yelling at me. I gave people woodworking jobs. Okay, better
And
than
make it with
anything they were probably
advantage, as
doing.
Edith is a highly religious character.
Come on.
I'm more religious than her. Let's go.
As Edith, as you probably know, as I'm only going to say this because you know a little bit more than what Damien said. This is why I asked, hey Damien, how religious were you? You know this person to be a blood hunter, as they are glaring at you. I do apologize, but I was in the middle of the conversation with somebody. As
You are beneath me in the hierarchy. Therefore, I am more important than you.
Whoa, that's a little bit,
That's bold to assume.
indeed.
I am the
There
sister of
is-
Bethel.
there is
I am of higher rank.
there is no hierarchy when it comes to helping people.
That's true.
That is...
As
What are you doing here?
That is Blood Hunter's business, not yours. Begone, brat. Real warriors are talking.
You was like funny whip with a funny ball. The real fighters.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, you can continue to beg. It will not change what I think.
I
So
am a
she's
sister
just going
of...
to ignore me and the dog.
Ignore me and the
am
dog.
a sister of battle, youngest to reach that rank. I have been through as much training as any blood hunter, if not more.
You know what? I know how to settle this. Alright, we settle this the correct way. If you wish to see who is a better fighter, you fight on your soul instincts. Pit fight! Pit fight! Pit fight!
Marcus is going to step in at this point and
I
say,
get the blindfolds and the sharp object.
stop, both of you, right now.
What, are you
Me?
siding with this freak?
I am
Wish
less of a
to give
freak
someone
than your
a
entire.
violent title.
I am less of a freak than your entire order.
Everybody calm down, all right?
And you're Marcus.
That's me.
The order has sent me to talk to you.
I know. Recognized you right away.
So,
All right, guys. I got some business. I got some business here that I need to take care of privately, if that's okay. Didn't mean to intrude on anybody. It's kind of unexpected, even for me. I didn't really know what was happening. But
It
he kind
sounds
of like,
you and I, Marcus, need to have another chat.
I look forward to it.
Maybe you can tell her to remove that stick from her ass.
I'll bring the wine.
Bring a hell. It'll be better.
True. But either way, we shouldn't be terrible house guests. But he kind of like immediately like gently like nudges her to the side and like kind of moves her over. He's just like, look, everyone here. He's trying to get a little bit out of earshot from everybody else. and just kind of have a one-on-one with her. And just says, look, everyone here has proven themselves multiple times in multiple situations, and heck, they're still standing. So and I like them. Okay, so
the young girl is
Yeah.
one of a clergy.
Yep, she is. But even after knowing a little bit about me, she seems to treat me like any other person. So
When you're ready to have that talk, I will be staying in the tavern for the next few days. Let's talk there.
understood.
And your clergy friend is not invited. As the Blue Dragonborn walks away, before walking away, actually looks over to Damien. I apologize, friend. I never caught your name. I am Butty, a blood hunter.
I am Damien, an unfortunate seraph.
I am sorry for the circumstances that you are forced into.
Well, I'm gonna walk back and just kind of say, well, that wasn't the best outcome, but
By the way, Marcus, that was the first time you ever met this Dragonborn.
But yeah, I know what they represent. So yeah.
Well, that was a nice distraction.
Poor little kobold.
I'm actually fine with them ignoring me because I would feel, kind of off if I had to like say, "Hey, can you not attack the dog because he's a part of the family, and if you do, I'm gonna have to fight you too." And that just sounds like a hassle on my part.
Can I just say real quick? It's Buddy! Oh, it's Buddy! It's my girl! I have to fight with my girl because they don't like each other.
But now that everything's acquitted for, unless someone's gonna immediately pull Inogen in, we're gonna continue the walk with the dog.
The dog is just laying in the grass.
He's walking with his dog, okay? Just because his dog's a little slow, both physically and mentally.
He's still a puppers, okay? Come on.
Wait, you made me come all the way down here to go to bed?
He just wanted food.
You were scratching at the door. You should have been scratching at my leg or something if you wanted food.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Better attention getting is what you need to acquire food.
He's like, I'll do in the most roundabout way possible.
Yeah, kind of.
Those who scoot outside. Let's go back to the meat store.
Oh yeah, there's a meat store. Cerberus starts walking towards the meat store.
I'll tell it to
Butchers.
stop.
Anyway. Sorry. So, you're gonna continue to yell at Damien. By the way, the house has never been the house has never been as clean ever since Mr. Clean here.
Jesus Christ. He turned into a giant.
I thought Goliaths were like frowned upon. Holy shit.
Don't worry, he's just a rune knight. He just got that really cool feature that says you become big boy once in a while.
Things are magic, so it's okay.
Goddamn blood hunter.
Why must you argue with people who fight on the same side as you?
The blood hunters are traitors. They left the clergy.
Cam, check
Are
your
you
history.
sure they left?
Cam,
I thought they did.
nope.
Huh.
They were never part of the clergy.
Got it. Different timeline.
Yeah, that's the Grim
Sorry.
Hollow timeline.
Ooh.
It's just
If we want to continue this campaign, we're gonna have to talk about multiverse theory.
Sorry.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. No. Bad.
Separate timeline.
A valid question. In this timeline, are Buddy and Doc a thing?
Doc doesn't exist.
Aw.
Buddy
that's
is
sad.
kind of Buddy is kind of the lone wolf type of thing.
Mm. I feel sorry for her then. She was happy. She deserves to be happy. Anyway. They taint their bodies and their souls beyond repair, becoming as bad as the monsters they hunt in most cases.
I didn't take a lot of rest. For rest, but I still do have these legal therapies. I'm gonna just look up in the sky and act like the whole chain thing just never happened.
Sometimes it takes bending the rules to fix something that's broken. And as Marcus says that, he's going to take a puff of his cigar and begin walking away.
Where are you going, Marcus?
Back inside.
Before he goes, yeah, I was like, if he was leaving the household, I had something I wish to address to the group.
No, I'm going back inside to the main what is that? What we call that?
Your
Mansion.
The
living room, dining
well,
room.
the dining room is where we're going. Yeah.
We don't have an actual meeting place.
Yeah. So the dining room is the best place. It's
Yeah.
I'm gonna head to the dining room. Yeah.
By the way, I'm going to remove all of the non-important knights.
So it's just Mr. Clean.
But they are there, watching your every move. You swear they're
They're
multiplying.
It's like a hive mind. They're all Mr. Clean.
If I see one of them, I just avoid them. You know, I'm just like, all right, yeah, that's cool. Y'all do y'all's thing. I just avoid
It's
them.
not because it's not because he's edgy. He just doesn't remember any of their names, and he doesn't want to be awkward and ask because he knows they told him before.
Marcus,
Once I find out like how it all works in character, I'm probably just gonna start calling them all MC. You know, Mr. Clean.
Do you have more you'd like to say to me? I genuinely spent a day helping people who are on a poor path to gain a woodworking profession.
Hell yeah.
At least leave a note.
Please leave it.
I thought you might be
couldn't
dead.
read it.
I thought you might be dead, alright? With how injured I was, I didn't know how you came out of that whole situation.
Used to be my job to get beat up. In the most literal sense.
Well, it isn't any longer. And it's my job to keep you safe.
I have not gotten more than simple bar fights. And I plan to stop that soon. As I think I came to a different conclusion.
It's... You're... Edith is blushing while she's shouting at Damien, by the way. If you die, I could get in massive trouble. And what?
Sorry.
What?
I saw the meme, Umbreon.
Damien, if you die, I could get in massive trouble. And just, I'm already in a lot of trouble as it is.
I understand, but so please do not lecture me as if I am a child.
I'm not.
I was literally going about daily business.
At least take someone with you or leave a note. Is that
How are you
too
sure I
much?
did not bring Sanguinaria with me?
Like I said, it's just.
Bring someone with you. There was one person that was not attending to this meeting. Probably just kind of see we both fucking walk in the middle of the night, just minding our nightly business, see each other, wave, and just keep going.
No words need to be
Please tell
said.
me at least you didn't go back to the cave.
I do not proceed further into the cave that we have already established.
Oh, thank the divines. I was worried you would go in there and do something irreparable, like leave someone there who would recognize you. You
I don't
didn't.
know what that would do necessarily, because we already did.
Hey, Apex, would you like to join this, or you cool just listening in?
I'm cool with just listening in. It's not a
Okay.
big deal for me.
I thought I asked.
Oh, I
I do plan
must.
to look for him, see the boat.
I must get my armor on and then proceed to the church for prayer.
If
Just
that's what you desire, I am going to bring up the topic of what is the most bully way to say this? Truth finding. And if any of you have interest in it, I can show you. However, I wanted to bring it up to everyone.
all sisters of battle, before they earn their laurels, are trained in how to squeeze the truth out of anyone. It is how we are able to hunt down cults and evil entities so efficiently. Why do you ask?
Just kind of walk in. I'm just gonna speed run through this.
Alright. Well, Edith is gonna go get her armor on.
Sir Clean stops Damien immediately.
Hello.
Sir, you are tracking blood all over the house. I beseech you to at least wear this robe. I just repolished the floors.
Sure, I apologize for my deeds. Looks at myself. I haven't flatulated today.
You're still bleeding a little, which is strange.
I took like 6 damage and then ran like hell.
Yeah.
But effectively going to walk around the house looking for both Saint Genaria and Marcus and address the both of them. Hey, are either of you interested in interrogation, likely through violent means. If not, I will not bring this up with you again. If you'd like to see it,
I don't think you'll find Sangoria in the mansion, as he's stated multiple times that he has a, little hunter's thing.
I was just making sure he was not in the premise, because I do plan to at least look for him a little bit beforehand.
Okay. He is not on the premise.
Since Marcus is here.
Blue?
Marcus, would you like to partake in interrogation? I know you did not come with us to the cave, but if this is a deed you'd like to do, I will not stop you. However, he remains alive.
Blue?
Yeah.
Paul was asking you something.
What was the question one more time? Sorry.
Do
Do you want to help us interrogate?
an interrogation? If you do not want to partake in it whatsoever, I will not ever bring this up to you again. I will mention one rule, which will probably show something really bad. He does not die.
Fair.
Because it's not, he doesn't get hurt or anything near that.
Okay. I mean,
If you wish
sure.
to simply see and understand what is about to occur to someone, then that is fine.
Oh, God. There's so many things I could just bust out and just be a dick about, but I don't know. No, I'll just chill. Like, that's cool and all. It helps in some way, I guess, but nah, not really my kind of thing.
Not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Not bring this up to you again.
Bringing it up isn't the bad part. It's just I wouldn't be too effective in that field, so to speak. Don't get me wrong. I know how to put some hurting out on somebody, but normally I got to have a good reason behind it.
Dog, get the fuck away from the cats.
If that is it, it stop to Mr. Clean. When Edith returns from her thing, that I will be heading towards wherever the prison was. I believe it is probably attached to the guard area. Address where I am going. I'm going to spend a short while looking for another person and then head there.
All
right. Apex, are you in town right now? Like, at all? Or are you just in the woods? I'm going to say he's in the woods.
Alright, I did either way plan to spend at least 10 minutes looking for him, as I will consider that a proper search. And then I will head my way to the prison.
Alright. Who's all going for the interrogation? Edith and
I am.
Edith. Now, your Pantaglow, Edith, does not agree with this interrogation. Service.
The wine thing.
I am saving this man's soul, as well as those of his compatriots.
It doesn't agree with this interrogation. That's all I said.
You may stay behind. I'm assuming he's staying behind.
Nope. It's going to watch an
See
interrogation.
what you're going to do.
Yeah.
It's gonna see how much he's not gonna like my character.
Will you guys stop terrorizing the goddamn cat?
No, it's our job.
I don't think you get it. The cats are all of the animals around me are begging for food because I'm the only person out because Joey refuses to get out the fuck out of bed.
So,
Sorry. Frustrated.
you guys are in the hallway, and you see this guy. He's awake. He's manticled. As you know, they're just sitting on. He's just sitting on the bed. His eyes is closed. His head is lowered.
I suggest you all stay here. All right.
I think you've forgotten to which I harbor.
And I am the most charismatic person in the group.
Charisma is not how you get answers out of a madman.
I mean, we could at least try it.
If you wish, you could speak to him here. Prevention is a wonderful thing. And people know pain is going to arrive. They fear it.
Upon spending an hour and succeeding on a medium DC charisma intimidation check, just give me an hour with the person.
Oh, you want to use your...
Eradicate heresy. I already have the informant, so I should be able to get enough information out of him. Let me put it this way.
Get a shot, he can take it.
Let me put it this way. Edith's eyes have always looked dull. Right now, there is nothing behind them. You know how an anime would like to represent someone is lifeless, they don't have the shine in their eye? Edith has gone from like light shine to nothing in her eyes. Right now, this is a job. I am trying to save this man's soul. And it doesn't matter how much his body may suffer. The soul is what lasts forever. I am saving him. The price of our sins is our blood.
So...
And Edith steps into the cell. The spurs on the back of her boots clicking lightly as she walks.
The Pantaglow is going to stay out of the cell.
Good. It's
But-
two in his...
You guys, they can hear everything you do, and they can see everything you do. As he did, as the guy could when you guys were in the hallway with him. This cell is kind of like the iron bars type of thing.
Of course.
So you want to go ahead and make that intimidate check for your,
And what's my profession dice?
I believe 1d4.
It should be a D4. And
Got it.
unless Austin told you your profession ranked up.
No, Edith is a low-ranking member of the... She is a sister of battle. She isn't a trainee anymore, but she's no higher than, like, the most basic.
Yeah, so you get to just add a D4 to your intimidate check.
I accidentally rolled with an advantage, didn't I? No, I did not.
Nope. Sadly, you fail.
No, it's a medium check.
That's 15.
Yeah,
Ah.
it's 15.
Yep. As you attempt to extract information by first, doing the whole trying to get him to talk calmly, that doesn't work. You start breaking fingers. You start flatulation. You start like every trick that you should basically do with a cultist. However, he is not talking. He's not giving you any information that is useful. The closest thing you get is that the Dark One will rise again. And when they do, the secrets of your town will be exposed. That is
Now this.
what you get nothing else out of them.
Now then. I'm not happy with your answers. I don't think you understand what damning your soul to an eternity of suffering is, do you?
They
I'm
still have
grabbing it.
their head hanging low.
I'm gonna grab an unbroken finger and break it.
A notable crack can be heard.
This is painful, isn't it? Your physical form is suffering. But compared to eternity, it is merely a moment. Do you want this? Is for the rest. Do you want to feel like this forever after you die? Break another? Do
Alright.
you want to suffer? You're paying for your sins right now, but it is not enough. What if your loved ones found out about this? Their souls would be tainted too.
Cam,
Yes?
I hate to tell you, ain't getting any more information out of him. As he is clearly, consciously, he is clearly no longer there.
Broken. Shame.
Not broken. Probably just sleeping. They basically checked out for a moment to ignore the pain you're inflicting onto them.
I can wait. Your order attacked a sister. That means, according to the clergy, I am allowed to take as long as I like, and as many questions as I like with you. There isn't much escaping, you know. Maybe ignoring this now.
According
you
to
can-
me, you don't have as long as you want.
But you must understand, I am kinder than my colleagues. Among the sisters, it is said I have a soft heart. And they aren't wrong. At this point, if any of them were interrogating you, you would have lost, well, peace is important to any man. No, unable to work, period. Broken fingers can heal. Oh, let's see. Whipping
Ma'am?
scars. Yes?
You notice that your words are going out one ear and through the other. This man is not able to comprehend what you're saying.
I'm just gonna sit on the bed, wait for him to wake up. I have time.
Eugen, or Damien, anything you guys want to do when you guys see this?
Is he unconscious
Yes?
or is he?
Yes.
I
Damien
mean-
will actually force her out of the thing if she stays over this time. She spent 1 hour, and I will give her 35 minutes afterwards.
Enogen is.
And if Enogen would like to go next, he can. If he does not wish to, I do not recommend him staying.
Enogen's completely fine about this. He says like he thinks physical torture is a little barbaric, but like if it gets results, it gets results.
If you think this is barbaric, you do not understand what I'm about to do to this man.
As Damien, 35 minutes would pass and the guy is still not responding to Cam or to Edith.
I pushed him too far. He won't respond to any of us for a little while. We have the choice of healing some of his wounds to bring him out a bit, or leave him like this until tomorrow. And then tomorrow...
Head out.
What?
Head out. If you wish to watch, I will not stop you. However, Enogen, are you next, or am I?
You can go next.
Edith is staying with you because as far as she's concerned, this is also her interrogation.
Do you leave the cell, Edith?
No, I'm staying in the cell.
Claude, do you want
If
to...
the cell is this big, she does not have room to stay in it. Because, I'm sorry, Edith, you can stay at the doorway. However, I will be utilizing this room to its fullest.
Oh, you're gonna chain double?
Well, firstly, since it would be a lot easier to do this way, I'm going to choke him for exactly 50 seconds. I'm going to push him moments before death due to suffocation, so that his body will force a response out of him.
As you notice with his broken fingers, he tries to claw at your hands.
Or you believe a man will speak upon your terms. I will have his body speak. As it wasn't really brought up, but the Chain Devil's entire thing is when I fail and fuck up, he's going to take great pleasure in torturing me, and has addressed everything he plans to do. This guy is going to get to go through the Chain Devil experience, where we continuously push him to the point of death, just to pull him away from it. To where that is the outcome he wants to have occur.
Please make an intimidation check. Through physical torture.
Could I use my dexterity instead of my charisma, as I am taking actions through the physical means, such as blocking my cat and nine tails around important areas, cracking him?
No, but I'll let you do it with advantage.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. Or you can use strength if you have strength, but
I have a 10.
Well,
which compared to my 16 dexterity.
Well, make your intimidation check with advantage.
So that is only an 8. But until Enogen stops me, I will continue. He will be given a properly located amount of time for his body to recover to where he can respond. If he does not respond, he will be sent back.
I'll give Claude 2 hours.
Well,
if this is relevant, this might actually pop up. Extraneous work.
This is for people.
Eventually, I will let the Chain Devil take his fun. But this man will not die. I will ensure if he even comes close to death's brink, I will have them fetch a healer and come forth and heal him myself.
Damien, please make a medicine check. After like a half hour. And then after that, we're going to
She's only 11.
I would also personally make sure this man doesn't die.
Make a medicine check, please.
Damn, so much worse.
Could have helped me read.
Proficiency, I can't.
Edith, are you still here or have you left?
Yes, I am.
Would you like to also make a medicine check?
Yes.
Alright.
Because if he's killed, he can't repent for his sins. 14.
The way the guy is acting is pure survival instincts. It's very strange, however. He hasn't said any word ever since you left the cell. Ever since he went fully unconscious.
Damien, that's enough. We're not going to get anything out. Damien!
Does not stop.
As we're going...
And probably, at this point, would be a Chain Devil play.
Oh yeah, the Chain Devil definitely take us over. As this is fun, this is his activity for him.
As he refuses to stop on Eve's command, I will give up my last level 1 spell slots to make 1 level 3 spell slot, hold person.
1 level 2 spell slot, you mean, but...
I give up 2 level 1 spell slots to get a level 3. No, I can... To make a level 2 spell slot, I need 3 sorcery points, and a level 1 spell slot converts into 2. So I need to give up both.
Converts into 1. When you make a spell slot into sorcery points, it gives you amount of sorcery points equal to its level.
Well, we'll be right back with
there's
all
a table.
We'll be right back with
the
that.
The table's for turning sorcery points into spell slots, not vice versa.
Yeah, yes, anyway, we'll be back. We'll be back. So Blue. As they have head off to do this weird interrogation, Marcus is walking around town. You know, everything seems to be alright, you know, other than, you know, the moon dust is still causing a problem. You see quite a few people actually high off their asses on the street in front of you. The guards have taken this opportunity to start arresting people for being high at this point, but given the amount of cases that there are, you know, there's not enough room in the jail cells for this. As you make your way to the Swine Hub Tavern, midday, you with me?
He said BRB a little ago. So...
that's why I was seeing if he was with me or not. Okay. Well, we'll get back to here. But, so... Itogen, you want to cast Hold Person on Damien.
I physically cannot.
He does not have the spell slots to do it.
I only have 2 level 1s.
Which he could convert into 1 level 1. But yeah.
But, so, after a while,
Edith will, if the whole person doesn't work, she will try and physically restrain him.
You may attempt.
If the door opens, we are going to get him to speak, not his cultic beliefs. The men who are broken do not hold alliances.
But
So I'm pushing him to death's door so that he will not care for the people he loves. Or the people he aligns with.
I think you're pushing him beyond death's door.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, and if you kill him, he doesn't repent, which means I don't...
Claude, roll me a D100.
Beans.
24.
So you let the chain devil fully take over, right? Like, this is his chick?
Air quotes. He can't do that for legal purposes. I am mainly utilizing his body and his advice.
The chain devil is going to shake their head and stop.
As his body bled its most. Damien just kind of speaking to himself.
The body will
Edith.
endure, but the mind has gone. The mind is gone.
Edith lets out a sigh.
That is what the chain devil says to you, Damien. And it is not fun to just torture a body, but the chain devil also likes to torture the soul and mind of its victim. And
Or do you
since...
take him as left?
Say that again, Damien?
Do you take him as left? Is he of no use?
He is as much use as a cow at this point. Basically no use. His mind is gone.
The boom broke him.
We drove him too far. Shame. I had some questions that I wanted to ask him, but weren't related.
As you notice,
Who does the chain devil believe was the person that got him to this state?
Yep.
no,
Because it's really relevant.
no one in this room.
What?
So these are not the people to do this to. They haven't the stability to do it.
Say that again, Claude?
These people aren't the people to do it to, as they don't have stability. They don't have the mental fortitude to even ascertain natural instincts. He doesn't believe the cultists, as I first caught him, would be able to proceed what we want.
Yeah. From what you can tell, and I'll let you know this as DM, what the chain devil thinks. You guys know that the cult has something to do with infecting the minds of your townsfolk so far. Also, from what you can tell, you guys have been fighting basic entry-level grunts. So they wouldn't have that much information to begin with.
Most of the information I wanted to attain was entirely related to the makings of the first cave we entered.
Yep.
I wasn't asking what's the cult's big scheme, because I don't think he knows, nor would that really
I fully
help.
understand that.
Okay.
However, Claude, the problem is his mind left. When he was grabbing for air, that was purely his body trying to survive. It was literally nothing else other than instinct. He isn't saying anything. He is barely breathing. And it looks like he is performing the basic functions to live, but nothing else. What you have on your hands is basically a vegetable.
Can Edith tell this?
Do you wish to continue to torture them, Claude? Do you wish to continue to torture him?
I have no reason to. In entire honesty, majority of this was for the chain devil. To ensure I meet my happy quota of mental suffering.
This is strange.
fate do you discern that falls upon this being?
It's Edith. She tries to like get some kind of reaction. Nothing violent, but like, waving her hand in front of the victim's eyes. Checking for a pulse. Just small things like that.
You get no response from the waving in front of the eyes, but you do get a pulse. He is still alive.
This is like his mind, his soul, has been ripped from his body. I don't know if we broke him or
It's likely beforehand.
what if something else took his mind?
Its intentions stir in me. I believe my second closest gamble would be a madman.
A what?
Those which screamed at us.
He assumes it's the same situation as Madman.
No, I think they would be closer. I think brawlers are too far gone. The madmen seem to do it more out of forced requirement over. They were into this. They're probably in the state of becoming this.
I have something I want to talk to you all about, but I can't.
Cameron,
Yeah?
make another wisdom save.
Please stay in my head. No.
A part of the information has left your mind, but you still have some.
I had a hallucination or something when I blacked out.
You guys notice Edith looking wobbly and a bit green in the face when she talks of this.
Just gonna ask, are you sick?
This is important. This is important. It's in
You
the
just
town.
woke up from being exhausted. I don't recommend you pushing yourself.
It's in the town. It's many voiced. And it knew me. It knew me. The me I hide. It wanted me to join it. But I declined. And there are pieces that are now missing. It was a spear, I think.
Was it a diamond?
Or a blade, or something. It felt like-
Just going to suggest you write it down. And we can investigate it after we deal with the cultist.
No, it took part of the information away, just like it took this man's mind.
The witch's assumption is to write it down. Or it is affecting you, not paper.
No, if I write it down, it might take it all away. It's taking a great effort just to remember what I can.
That is what you believe.
It's already taken some. I fear it will do to me what it did to him.
Inogen's going to ask, are you relatively strong-willed?
I don't know. It's harder to fight. I have been trained to be so. But it's strange. I'm scared of it, whatever it is.
Inogen's going to tell you should try calming down and relaxing yourself. Worrying about it would only make the situation worse. And if it tries to take your memory every time you speak about it, just don't speak about it.
Since we finally got Blue back, we're going to move on to their small event, if that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, Cameron needs to get some ibuprofen. She's getting a migraine IRL.
Alright. Blue.
Yeah.
You walk over to the swine, I can't remember what I call it now.
I don't remember either.
Inconsistency anyway. Swineboar Tavern, we'll call it now.
Okay.
You walk over there, as they are doing the whole info gathering. There's not many people there. The bartender, of course, is a goofy old dwarf, just doing his thing. And sitting at one of the tables closer to a corner is Buddy,
My girl!
who seems to be drinking water.
I'll just kind of walk on up toward her table, and I'll just kind of jokingly take off my hat and just kind of say, "Is a seat taken?"
No, you may sit.
Right. I take off my hat and slowly sit down.
So how did the last moon cycle fare?
I was able to hunker down long enough to keep myself from seeing anything, I think. Woke up in the same spot, so...
So you avoided the moonlight?
No, not completely. I just barricaded myself in well enough to where I wouldn't be able to escape.
A wise decision.
Well, it worked. At least this time.
You must be careful about that.
Yeah, the spot I chose, it was out of the way. Didn't seem to draw attention towards myself or anything really. But it held up.
You know, I am surprised that Jackal had let you come all the way here by yourself.
I snuck away.
Able to sneak away from Jackal, one of our best trackers. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, half of my mind should just send you back. But I have a problem.
Do tell.
I do believe that you also wish to join our ranks, no?
I'd like to. Beats anything that the clergy might do for me.
A strange beast made of bone, flesh, and blood. The beast prowls around a destroyed, gore-filled valley. Over by... on the road over towards Milestone. I was paid to go hunt it down. And I need assistance. And I am sure that if Millstone hears of Ironwood's assistance in the matter, they'd be more willing to trade with you.
It's not a bad bargain. What do we know about the creature?
Nothing yet. I have just arrived here and I am gathering my information. But the wounds it leaves on people are difficult to recover from.
Fair enough.
Also, since you are now in my territory, and you are to help me with this hunt, they passed you a strange tinted bottle that's been corked and labeled and covered in these weird alchemist runes.
Yes.
This is for you, Initiate.
That's what I think. That's what I think it is, isn't it?
Prepared by a residential mutant. Yes, it is.
Alright.
You think you'd be able to survive taking it?
Only one way to find out.
Take it tonight before thou slumbers. And
Fair enough.
And meet back with me here in 4 days. And if this creature isn't dealt with, by the way, I believe it will cause harm to Ironwood as well.
Well, then we better make sure we deal with it. Or at least figure out a way to deal with it.
Alright. As they finish their water, they're going to head up to their room, leaving you there with the strange bottle.
I take the bottle and I put it in one of the inner pockets of my coat.
Please add Blood Hunter's potion.
Blood brew.
The blood brew, yes. Anyway.
And I'm going to head back toward the manor. Or yeah, I'm just gonna head back.
Hey, Apex, is there anything you want to do?
I mean, to an extent, I could. It's just a matter of I'm supposed to be guarding a forest, and people were supposed to come and get me when it was time to regroup, but I'm pretty sure they're just gonna kind of forget.
We're supposed to go after
Apex.
3 days. It hasn't been 3 days.
Apex.
Stay in your forest lover.
Unlike all of your untrustworthy companions, you see a small green figure go up to your little hobbit hole.
You should need a hobbit hole.
All right, I'm gonna assume you mean my cabin.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of like stand there because I might just have to shoot someone for breaking and entering my house.
They walk up to your front door. Are you just outside your cabinet right now?
We'll just say yes because you're kind of springing this on me.
It is. How the fuck do you pronounce their name? Asley? Asley? Is that how you pronounce it?
Are you're referring to our goblin?
Yes.
Okay, the lead with that. All right. Since I know who this is, yeah, absolutely. I wave or whatever.
They hand you a nice steamy piece of bread. Like, not piece of bread, but loaf of bread. Very excited.
I'm going to ask them if they made this.
They shake their head very excitedly, yes.
Aww.
I am going to shift my head to the side, just enough that the cloak I wear is going to obscure the side of my face, lift up the metal part of my helmet, and I will very distinctly take a bite of this bread.
It is bread.
Bread is bread, indeed.
It's not great, but not bad for a first timer.
Well, it is very hard to fuck up that kind of bread that was popular at this time. So, with that, they have succeeded. I will take a few more bites because, unlike Vampire the Masquerade, I don't actually directly have a thing that says I can't eat. I just typically choose not to. I'm going to, after a few bites, pull that metal piece down and then return my gaze to them and offer them my empty hand.
They take it.
And I'm going to shake their hand and say, that was delicious. I'm very proud of you.
Ah, so cute.
In broken common, they say, "Thank you, Hunter."
It is pronounced master. However,
Clerk said, "Call you Hunter."
close enough.
He sent me for you.
Does he have need of me?
Others are doing interrogation work from when I overheard. Your expertise may be needed, he said.
Very well. I shall return with you then. And with that, I am simply going to stand up, go inside the hut, set up the normal trap I have in there to keep people from breaking and entering, because You really don't just want to do that. You don't want to go rob the person whose entire job is to hunt and kill things. And then I will step out and motion for them to make their way back to town with me.
They do so.
And so we return back to town.
As you see Marcus walking back to the house. And strangely enough, Apex, what's your passive perception?
High. It should be, I want to say 17, because I have expertise in perception, which takes a 2 to a 4, and then I have a 3 wisdom. So that should be a 17.
You have... When Marcus comes by, there's the scent of blood. Now, this ain't like blood inside the body. This is almost like someone was bleeding type of thing. But it doesn't smell... It doesn't smell right. It smells like something... It doesn't smell like the curse, but it doesn't smell natural. Something's up.
Okay, then. We're just not really gonna make a mention of that, because there's no good way of starting a conversation along the lines of, I smelt blood on you from, like, over 5 feet away. That's just not a good human response, so we're not gonna do that. So we're just going to, if Marcus sees me, bring my hand up in a wave.
Marcus, you notice.
Do I need to do a perception check or no?
Nah, you just notice him. He's not trying to hide.
Okay. I just tip my hat and continue to walk at a normal pace.
Follow him up to the front door, and because of the funny long legs, I'm gonna be moving slightly faster than him at a casual pace. So eventually I will catch up to him, and I assume we get to the door.
Damn you and your 35-inch stride.
Right? That extra 5 feet accounts for miles.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, we'll just probably get to the door about the same time, and he seems the gentlemanly type, so I assume he's gonna open the door for me, and I will step to the side, let the small goblin make their way in first, because of course ladies first, and then follow in, let him come in last.
Marcus, you're handed a freshly baked piece of bread, like a loaf, from the goblin.
Cool.
Has a few bites taken out of it. Or is it a different one?
Different one.
We got any ale? We got any ale?
No, actually. You guys don't have much.
They get a couple barrels at least. For occasions just like this. Marcus is like, damn it, I was just in town and didn't get a drink. Shit. Alright.
You do have your flask, right?
Yeah, it's close to being empty. He's only got a few swigs left.
I mean, you also have that bottle.
Yeah, I do. Which I want to. That's kind of why he was hoping he'd have some ale. Just to. All right, but anyway, Marcus is gonna kind of slowly head toward his room.
I am
not really avoiding small talk, just not initiating it.
I'm going to be looking for the others, of course, since that was who was actually calling for me.
Others, do you wish to return to the house, or do you wish to stay at the jail talking about what happened?
I think we need to return to the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our night doesn't seem to be doing too well.
Alright. As everyone is back at the house. It is getting about...
halfway through. Just dead silent walk to the house.
Yeah. Marcus, you're heading to your room. Saying earlier, you're talking to everyone else. Well, you're with everyone else now.
Yeah, talking is a bit of a stretch for most of my characters now, isn't it?
You see the Cerberus, being a little shit to Mr. Clean.
Good channel with his dedication.
Edith is looking for a piece of paper and a pen.
You have some upstairs in your room.
Okay, yeah, gonna grab some of those.
Would she made a note of she's actually looking for a piece of paper and pen?
Yeah.
Inogen would give her the required supplies.
All right, I'm gonna sit down at the dining table and start writing down everything I can remember.
Make one last wisdom saving throw, please.
If I start foaming at the mouth, I'm blaming you guys.
You can blame.
You chose to do, and you failed the wisdom save. I didn't fail it for you.
11.
More information is pulled from your mind, as the only thing you can remember is the general shape of the creature. It offered you power, and you refused. You do not remember anything else.
I'm going to sketch out the shape of the creature.
And as you do so, you are holding your head as the creature is trying to remove even that.
And Edith, as she finishes up writing down what she remembers, is going to lean over the side of the chair and puke. Never. Again.
I'm gonna walk up to Mr. Clean. I don't need to tell you that. Yeah. Thanks for understanding.
He understands. However, he's gonna wait a few. Normally, when you puke once, you puke again. Or is that just me?
Just you.
I don't puke a lot.
It's never just once with me. It's always at least twice. At most 3.
Is that really all I could remember?
Yep.
Damn it!
I'm gonna tell Sanguinaria the TLDR version of what happened today.
Neat.
Edith
I just want to address this as many people as I can. Just asking. So, we going back to the cave tomorrow?
And Cam takes 6 psychic damage.
Oh boy. Yeah, you guys are gonna hear her scream in pain. So I think that's my answer. Oh, that could have been so much worse. I am going to come out and hand Inogen, because he seems like he might know stuff about this stuff. Just hand Inogen the sketch I have of the thing, which probably isn't much.
Inogen, you
Guys?
see this weird shape thing with what looks to be an eye in the center of it. It's highly disformed, and what the notes say, it says, "I offer you power in replace of you being my servant. If you refuse, you will cause my destruction."
I said no. I said no, because Because it never told me what I'd have to do as its servant. And doing so would break my oath. But that's all I can remember. It took more before we got home. It's hurting me. It's hurting my head.
Would it be an Arcana check to find out what kind of entity or magic could do this to a person? Necessarily being in contact with them?
I don't physically think Edojin would have the knowledge of this. That's the problem. You can make an attempt to make a hypothesis, but you're going to make it with disadvantage, because I don't physically think you have the knowledge of this creature.
What would be the prerequisite to know? Would you just have to be like a monster hunter or something like that?
A monster hunter, and you would have to deal with a creature. You would have to deal with this creature beforehand. Because these things are super secretive. And also, Edojin, you know, you haven't experienced much of the world. You did travel for a while, but not enough to see this creature.
I'm also handing it to Enojin because he's the first person I saw when I left the room.
Well, you saw Damien.
Not an advantage.
I forgot
No.
Damien was in the room. Cameron's dealing with an IRL migraine, okay?
And Damien, you see Mr. Clean doing his job. Like the good knight.
What he wants to do keeps him out of my hair, so it works out.
Talk to the others. You're better at that than I am.
He is Germ Knight.
He makes sure that the plague, that sickness doesn't spread.
I don't think the others trust me as much as they trust you, Enojin. So, if you can ask around and find out, please.
But Enojin suggest you take the rest of the day off and rest.
No. I'm fine.
Enojin's going to say, you are not fine due to the fact you are puking and screaming.
It hurts, alright? It hurts when it takes my memory.
It is around like 2 p.m.
I'll be fine, don't worry about me.
I'm not worrying about you. I'm worrying about myself. If something were to happen, I would want you at full fighting strength because you are usually in front of me.
Haha.
So if you don't want to get yourself and others killed, like you say is a part of your oath, you should take care of yourself before you take care of anyone else. Because willingly putting yourself out at maximum would be abandoning your allies because you don't believe in any of your future fight.
Here it is. Abomination. Okay. Interesting.
Look, I messed up big time in the jail, alright? And I know what happens after I mess up. I got that man killed before his soul could be saved. So I'm gonna end up with more scars tomorrow.
He died of. Not yet.
His mind is gone. Like, you can't really.
For all we know, it was gone way beforehand, and that's not your fault. No sane person joins the cult.
Edith starts scratching at her left wrist again.
So you're going off to bed. I would drag you, but I am very weak.
I can talk to everyone. I'm fine. I just. How about I go to the lounge and read for a little bit? Hey, you know, Jin?
Yeah?
How old do you think I am? I know it's an odd question, but with how you and some of the
26.
others, I'm 17.
Ah, close enough.
Nine years, close enough.
I'm going to go read. If you need me, I'll be in the lounge. My dogs are excited because my dad is home, or someone is home.
So is there anything else we wish to do for the rest of the night?
No.
Apex?
Further information on Apex. I do not know what we plan to do with this body. I know Apex actually tends to a collection of creatures, as I have seen his swarm briefly. I have no qualms if we were to consider this person a dead man. And if he were to take whatever he believes he's naturally fit. I've given him permission to feed it to animals.
I will do as I see fit.
As is assumed.
Okay.
Apex, yay, free blood bank.
Edith is going to
Out of character,
chill.
that's relevant. But in character, he's the only person I know that would have to worry about multiple mouths to feed.
Marcus?
Yeah.
Because mechanically, the storm doesn't have
Do
to
you do
eat.
anything for the rest of the evening?
I'm gonna drink the bottle before I actually sleep, but I'm gonna basically eat the bread I got earlier, drink the bottle, and then chug the last of my flask.
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Forcibly transforms the version of TPK. That's really
Right, yeah.
Hmm.
Hang on. That was not a normal one.
Oh, but it's still the first one.
Yeah, it's still the first one. Okay, let me
Okay.
D&D.
You're fine.
Hold on, Marcus. I need to take a look at something.
If it's being revealed to a full moon, that's a DC 20.
Oh, we're
If it mirrors that.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They don't want you to pass a save if you're revealed. You're not supposed to be able to.
Hey, Blue. As you take the potion, your body morphs against your will. You still have your mind, however, your body is itching for a hunt. As everyone, you can hear thrashing and thrashing coming from upstairs.
Eno's just going to walk up there.
Basically, sounds like I'm being thrown across the room because I can't. My body is kind of literally fighting itself and throwing itself across the room.
Eugen's going upstairs.
Edith is sprinting
I have not left
upstairs.
yet. I will make my way there as well.
Alright, then all of you fucks can move your tokens yourselves.
Fuck you. I want to have the DM move me.
Blue, do you have a picture for your werewolf form or no?
I think I do.
If you don't, I can T-pose on you. I got one for my fucking chained up.
Shut up, Clyde. Go away.
Blue, there is a window in this room. You're on the second floor, however. I'd like to
What?
And are you just a straight normal wolf form?
It's a hybrid transformation, but yeah.
Well,
It can be literally any animal.
Yeah,
is a thing.
So I was making sure you weren't were-snake. As I know some,
Bear,
as I know some people would play a were-snake.
I would personally play the
You know how
seagull.
fucking busted that would be?
It would.
Snakes are like autographs and shit. Autographals deal damage just for grapple. Barbarian would destroy with that.
So just add the picture to this token when you can. But you guys see the Cerberus kind of like barking loudly with both its heads. Kind of like also trembling slightly.
I'll pick up the dog.
Well,
Put it back.
Open the door. I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh, unfortunately, it's chink 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 chink. It's locked.
Oh, it's locked?
Yeah.
Huh.
Of course, I'm gonna lock my door.
well, time to kick the
Well,
door
you're
in.
about to not have a door. Imogen will preface this. You have 3 seconds to open this door before one of the 2 stronger party members behind you kick it in.
Edith is going to charge at the door.
Wait, I said 3 seconds.
19.
Yeah, that's like a round.
Yeah.
Damn.
Marcus, can I get that pic, please?
Here it is.
As you guys see, in Marcus's clothes, trying to like hold back, kind of claw himself, you see a strange hybrid of like half human, half wolf, and the red bottle on the ground empty. Marcus, you still have your sentience. You can still communicate.
You just kind of like you basically just see Marcus just like try to keep his face completely covered because he knows the jig is up. He's just like fuck. Really, Clyde? A moment of absolution.
Yeah, because I'm expecting to get the shit beat out of me. I think the worst
Nah.
part is I don't think it's gonna be from you.
No, I'm still sentient, so I'm not going to mindfully attack you guys. It's just like, man, at this point, Marcus is kind of more like embarrassed, like, oh fuck, now they know.
Marcus, gain the first level of Blood Hunter.
Yeah,
It's good to level up.
He got a full fucking damn. That's
Everyone-
crazy.
Everyone's level 4. It's just Marcus gets his before.
Fuck you.
I'm not level 4 in my heart. I would have got 1 more D4 of temp HP.
I would get a whole new cantrip and a whole new spell.
Hey,
Look what you've stolen from me. It would have been 24. I would have filled out what I had last time.
All right, I mean,
there was
Somehow
something about hearing my stepmom say hush up cats, that just makes me feel better.
So Edith, you come into the room first.
Marcus?
just the breathing is just extremely guttural and heavy, and you just kind of like slowly see me lower my arm, and the first thing that you see is the eyes, and you can clearly tell it's him. It's like, yeah.
Marcus, where was your mark? Like the mark that said you were discovered already.
It That mark is on my my right thigh. On
Damn.
the outer part
Yeah.
facing on the outer part
You
just above my knee.
You immediately know that Marcus was already discovered, and he was supposed to be put to death. But now he's still here.
Yep.
Oh.
And then there's also a second mark on my left pectoral muscle that is basically a sign that I'm also a prospect to become a blood hunter, basically.
And on the ground, you see a red bottle, and coming from it is a small drip of what looks to be crimson, and it smells foul.
Edith steps forward.
Looking from behind Edith. Dude, if you're gonna transform, could you at least do it outside? You know how much property damage you cause? We're broke. We're putting us in more debt.
Edith
I
steps forward.
believe it would be far more expensive if he did this outside, where the commoners might see him.
Wisdom save,
Do it in the
please.
forest.
I didn't know it was gonna
Marcus.
make me change. Huh? Wisdom save?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. I gotta keep my count, don't I?
It's okay.
Edith's scary. The beast is scared. Edith, as you
Edith
step
is
closer,
not.
Marcus
Fuck you.
does snarl, but he resists the urge to slash.
Edith?
He you actually see Marcus actually grab at his head and basically take a step back.
It's all right. You was what you had to survive, didn't you?
Yeah.
You were given a
I didn't-
choice.
I didn't know that was gonna make me change. But every time before then, I wasn't able to
Talk.
be me. Yeah. This is kind of new.
Damien?
This isn't your fault.
It's a long story.
I plan to enter as soon as I can and help Marcus turn.
Every turn to help, he's gonna help me keep my sanity, basically, because this is kind of a
lash out. I will be the vulnerable target.
right. I guess, yeah. It's just one of those weird
I'll
things
be
because
right
Marcus
here.
doesn't know what to make of this. He's like, I don't know. He every other time he's ever transformed, he's blacked out, so he's never seen himself actually like this.
Marcus. Wisdom save, please. As
No prepared action that should he lose control, funny arrow. We're about to do the damage to ensure that he only gets 1 to 2.
There it is. There it is.
You can't do it for saves. Fuck.
Can't do it for saves. Fuck.
I was like the health action. I know it lets you do ability checks, attack rolls. I don't think there'd ever be a world where
Marcus.
you easily do it for saves.
you see Edith as a threat to your life, and you see this man covered in Shane's blood as an easy meal. You are being consumed by the beast. As the potion is trying to give you some control, but the beast is still stronger right now. You have not conquered it yet.
Try to resist it, you actually begin to hear Marcus growl and snarl and actually extend his claws out and start to scratch into the floor to prevent himself from actually lashing out at anybody. So because I haven't been completely compelled to attack yet. It's just my mind is fucking with me, so I'm trying to scratch it out.
Yeah.
It's like scratching an itch in your mind.
Marcus,
Oh,
you're
man.
hungry. It's been so long since you fed. There's meat in front of you, Marcus.
Trying to hold it together here. It's getting a little difficult. God.
Just Edith is stepping forward. It's okay. Your friends are here. We're here to help.
Yeah.
Yeah? What?
I'm gonna message you something real quick. I will warn you that the Sisters of Battle do not agree with this action. This will not conflict with your Paladin Oath, but this may conflict with your other sisters if they were to learn about this.
I know that. There are a lot of things the other sisters and I don't agree on.
Alright, just to let you know.
Example, Edith believes that the people who have the most right to join the Sisters of Battle are tieflings. And
Marcus,
that's not a popular opinion.
You're being surrounded. They're going to hunt you. They have strength in numbers, Marcus, but you have raw power. Making her wisdom save.
Edith is going to sit down. Completely non-threatening.
I might roll insight or something similar to try and discern what's going through his mind.
Yeah, like you gotta think about this. Like Marcus is like he's never seen himself like this before, but at the same time, it's like
strange but familiar.
It's strange but familiar, but at the same time, it's like his senses are extremely heightened. So like everything that you guys do, whether it be subtle or not, he's just like he's over analyzing right now. Like everything he sees is just like super heightened.
And you,
like I said,
Damien.
Yeah. He feels like a shadow inside of his own body right now, and it feels really weird.
Like I said, Edith is just.
I need more wisdom.
Yeah, no, I heard Damien. I did not hear what came before that.
You may make
I did
that
not either.
insight check you wanted.
Okay. But,
I mean, if it makes him feel any better, I'll definitely hunt him.
Yeah, I'd like to avoid that if possible.
He's like, I'd rather you don't. I don't want to die.
I don't. I really don't. Like that's the thing that's carried Marcus this up at this point. Because, well, mainly he wants to find out why this happened to him more in particular. Because he has some explaining to do, but definitely after he changes
Damien,
back.
what Marcus is currently doing is definitely not good. He's holding his bestial side back, which is good that he's not hurting anybody, but the beast is getting more and more irritated.
Anxious.
Causing the beast to actually scratch at Marcus himself. As Marcus, unbeknownst to you, you've started clawing into your own skin, causing you to bleed. What you also know is Marcus...
Motion Edith to move away.
And what you also know is there's only two ways for Marcus to relieve himself of his passion. It's either to hunt something, like through the woods, or to eat something. Eat meat. Alive. Something that's maybe a sheep or something like that. Those are the only two ways to cure his urges, as he is a predator.
You have to phrase it that way.
Or, just wait like a minute and the transformation ends for balance reasons.
Yeah.
No, that's a number of hours. Let's go. You can lose con mod. You ain't got a con mod.
That's basically
Con mod
what
is 0.
every time that Marcus has transformed up to this point, he's always locked himself away to where he hasn't been able to break out until the moon eventually fades with the morning. So
My favorite thing is just downhill, just soft. Yeah.
Would I know that he can we can literally wait this out?
there's a window
There's
a window right here. There's a window literally right here.
So
and
I hate to bully you, man, but you aren't going to drop me.
I mean, he can also
gladly just
try
fucking
and
wait
keep
an
you
hour.
away.
I was trying to make this somewhat serious, but now I looked at the transformation, I'm like, I understand why, but this is sad.
What?
It only lasts for a minute.
No, it lasts for a number of hours. Only ends early if he's knocked unconscious or reduced to 0 hit points. I guess there is a couple ways to do that. Play it.
This should be the Blood Hunter one. The Blood Hunter one lasts a minute.
Is it the Blood Hunter one?
No, this is his normal transformation. His potion, however, triggered it.
It's like a way worse wild shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The temp HP. Well, not the temp HP. The new HP. You don't get the cool new stats.
Well, the cool thing about this one though is I can still use my guns in this form.
Yeah. Do you want
That's
your
the
guns?
funny part.
Your guns are in your bed.
I know. No, I don't want them. Keeping them bitches away from me right now. I'm even more dangerous with those right now.
Can I get?
But yeah, but Marcus, you can clearly see that Marcus is actually trying everything he can to just hold back something, and he knows what he needs to do, but he doesn't just want to charge past all of you and just bolt out of the house. Just do something he might regret.
Like I said, if you want to
it.
try, you can absolutely attempt to hunt me through my own forest.
Daniel, this is really relevant. Do I have the knowledge that it has a duration on it? Because if so, I'm going to let him go on a fucking rampage for a hot minute. But it will be a sustained one.
Damien, it will be. Give me a history check. Why not?
History check.
Believe. Hiya, never mind.
Hey, downhill.
Yeah.
Do you want to be kind and roll off of my sheet something similar? Because I'm going to assume that the age-old enemies theory kind of holds up in this world, too.
Yeah. I didn't mean to add your profession die. Oh god. I didn't mean to make you roll with advantage. Well, actually you would get advantage anyway, because, so 12.
12 plus. I'm assuming there's no plus 3.
Yeah, that's because I didn't click off his profession die. From what you can tell, Apex, are you up there with them now?
I mean, that was kind of implied when I said
Okay.
I'm sitting in the doorway ready to shoot the man.
Hell back and shoot them in.
Normally,
You have a sniper. You're 2 blocks away.
normally, it will last a few hours. There are some cases where the transformation could be permanent, where they can never turn back. You have had to deal with a few of those. But most cases, it ends after a few hours, and however, if the beast doesn't hunt, like, it's more of it's kind of like, it's more of a build-up of raid, like savagery. If the beast is constantly denied hunting, it will be more and more destructive when it actually does get to hunt. And since Marcus hasn't let it hunt in years and is still refusing it a hunt, it's built up quite a bit. Where Marcus, can I get her a wisdom save?
Son of a bitch. Yeah, sure.
I'm going to tell you the number now. You need a 13. You need a 13 or higher.
Not
Nat
13.
20.
He's gonna die.
Okay. Marcus, you slowly start to, like, keep your senses together. But, yes, Apex, the duration can't be any more than, like, 4 hours with him.
Alright. So, lad, I will give you a grand offer, one of its kind. You want to hunt, right? I am quite confident that you cannot catch me as hard as you try.
I don't think we should just have him leave.
That would risk the people of the town.
I don't want to hurt anybody.
Exactly. It is my responsibility to protect the forest. Come, join me in the woods where there's only beast.
Is the estate back to the forest?
Presumably,
Yes.
yes, because the estate is not in the middle of town.
It's closer
It was on
towards
the edge.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was quite literally like Darkest Dungeon where the back was off of a cliff.
No. No, that's the old abandoned castle I haven't revealed yet.
I assume not, because there would be a lot of issues being on that cliff, but you know.
Yeah.
If you would like, I can hold him and you can have people properly escorted out for whatever reason you deem fit.
Again, I am not in
I
fear
don't
of this
think
man.
he is.
I am giving him the option to chase, because that is what the beast wishes. He wishes to chase and to hunt and to catch. I am giving him that option.
Marcus.
I think we should just ensure there is no one outside.
Make another wisdom save.
And
Being offered the ability to go free, to run wild, drives your mind over the edge. As you guys almost see Marcus snarling, holding back but snarling. He's on his feet, like his legs are shaking, almost like they're about to start pouncing, to start running.
No.
There's one other thing. So we have Sir Dudes in here that might not be okay with him.
I'm going to get.
So I think we should get people out of the state for whatever bullshit reason we want to do.
I'm going
I
to.
can buy you guys time.
I just
I know
scooted.
Edith will fear for my safety, so she will likely be staying near.
Yeah.
I was
There are
just
others
going
of
to go
you.
out the window.
I am terrified if we have like some random guest that just happens to be around. How about this? You go out the window through the front door to ensure no one is around there, and then you can start running. He hops out this window here, and guys will fall damage because it'd be funny.
You won't die to
Almost
fall
halfway
damage.
there.
It's not that far.
No.
Marcus.
But
Yeah.
that would give you the ability to at least have a head start. Even though you already have a 5-foot head start, cheater.
Yeah, sure. It's just 5 feet.
Cheater!
I can't like triple dash. Don't worry about that.
That's all.
And our wisdom save.
All right, 1 sec.
This one with disadvantage.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Double nat 20. Flip off down now.
If you get double nat 20, I'll end the transformation right here.
What is it? Is it like
Wow. Double 10.
disadvantage? Go another one.
Oh wow. Okay,
Three's
lower
a
than that.
failure.
Woo!
If they had advantage, you would have house failure.
Marcus.
Yeah.
That's a lovely window, you agree?
Shit. Kinda.
That's a very lovely werewolf-sized window. Do you agree?
But one just come after you if you fucking pop out that window.
I mean, it honestly, it may end up being out of my control.
The werewolf
Better
is
you
kind
when
of.
you hop out of that window. Let sanguinary.
Let's say it together.
Area moving outside so that he won't be running before you run. I assume the plan is for you to be hunted, not you hunt him.
Hey, Marcus.
You know, I'm not opposed to either. So
Hey, Marcus.
I'm okay with it either
You're
way.
going out that window now.
Uh-huh.
As you
Okay.
see, as near the forest, you
Fucking
see.
make your athletics or acrobatics check. You can
You
fail.
missed.
Make it.
You
Make it,
missed.
motherfucker.
No, I did it because that's not a tackle. That's an athletics check.
Okay. Athletics or acrobatics? What's your save?
Fuck.
Edith is going to help him out.
No.
Once more. You can't possibly do worse. Okay.
Alright. Give me a second to roll.
Oh, I thought you were giving me the help action.
Alright, no, yeah. I'm giving you the help action. There you go. That's better.
As how does this work, Claude?
It is the shame thing that I just toss at literally everyone and say, "Come over here."
Is it
And
just
I
the 1d?
grapple.
Come
Is it
hither.
the 1d20 that's the save, or
He's pulling off
No,
a
they don't make a
scorpion.
save. I literally just make a grapple check, but I can do it at range.
all right?
So it's
It has
it's
all
a
the-
scorpion
Okay.
special move, basically.
It has all the same
Marcus,
mechanics
as
a
you're
grapple
about
would
to
have.
leap out and
If
start
he wants
hunting
to
this,
action, leave the grapple. I have to contest it.
Marcus,
Wait, what
as
can I
you were about to leap out and hunt this deer you saw, like on the edge of the forest, chains wrap around your neck, holding you back as both Edith and
Oh, fuck him. I want his left hand. He's left-handed.
That's who.
both
Be really
Edith
funny.
and Damien are holding you back as much as they can.
So much bigger than you.
Alright, just concentrate on my voice. Calm down.
Marcus,
We are planning to calm him down.
I'm casually gonna walk over to the window, open the window,
Ah,
step up onto the ledge.
do you want to go through the same window as Marcus, or do you want to go through a different window?
Now, I'll go through the same one he's trying to go through.
Do you want
They
me to
gotta
send you
help
through the
right
window? I can send you through the window, ironically, without any issue.
It is a bit better if I control it myself.
I baby Missy step you. It'd be funny.
I mean, I can just big boy Misty step me if I
Marcus.
really want to.
Are you insane?
Marcus,
What do you mean? It's just a small drop.
your
It's like
consciousness
2 stories, right?
your consciousness is fading as the beast is taking more and more control.
Just out of complete instinct, is there any way that since he only grabbed one of my hands with this chain, can I reach over with the other hand, grab the chain, try to double hand yank both of them? With a strength check?
I am helping out in your restraint, you know.
Sure.
I know.
It's not restraint.
just-
He's grappled.
It's just
Damien,
you've only got one of my hands though, so
Damien, make a oppose
The
grapple
fucking
check.
biggest outplay. When I am grappled, I grapple my opponent. Neither of us need our hand.
You specifically said my left hand, so
Damien,
I'll take your right hand too, fucker.
I'm going to count this as you trying to break the grapple. So, Damien,
Okay,
make
fair.
your oppose grapple check, and Blue, make your oppose, break free of grapple check. Athletics
So,
or acrobatics?
strength? Athletic acrobatic, okay.
Just make a shove check.
And
More
Damien?
like a yank. More like a
Am I
yank.
still helped or no?
No.
Well, he in fairness, he should be, but it's up to you, really. This is kind of a 2v1 situation, but it is what it is.
Doesn't fucking matter. I rolled what you added up to.
Fuck, dude. Really?
Yeah, that's kind of why I said no. I know Claude's build is like this. He
Well,
doesn't
it's
need
just
the
very
help.
specifically this. It burns through my stress.
So,
If I want to toss us out of multiple.
Apex, you see that deer, just grazing.
Yeah, I don't really care. I'm standing up on the windowsill watching the werewolf because eventually it is gonna break that grapple and come charging at me, and I'm gonna drop out of this window and watch the ghost tumbling head first out a window.
If you want that to happen, it's literally just do whatever. The main thing of what I wanted to do is just to ensure you are ready for whatever the hell you are doing.
Yeah, I'm just standing up on the window. I'm ready for the hunt to begin.
Alright, as soon as he tries to break out again, he wins.
Marcus, you see a prey in front of you. So meek. Having to wear that armor.
Marcus, calm down. That's a friend.
Hold on a sec.
Makes you feel any better, I'll shoot him straight in the face.
Point blank, you did. With his own goddamn gun.
Yeah, by the way, Apex, if you want, Marcus's guns are right beside you.
You know, just because it's going to be funny to shoot him with his own gun later. Absolutely. Pick up his gun, put my bow on my back, and just stand there holding his own gun.
Taking your shit.
So,
You can't do
Oh,
nothing about it.
Oh, God.
so Marcus, you're going to charge Sangararia?
Yes.
Hmm.
Try to, at least. I'm trying to break the grapple, because he's holding my gun!
You win the
That's
grapple.
my gun!
You win the grapple. Hey, so Apex, how are you getting down without getting hurt?
Okay, well, you said it is a 2-story building, correct?
Mm-hmm.
The second story is roughly above 10 feet, but considering the height of a windowsill, I'm not looking at anything more than 15,
Mm-hmm.
because roughly each foot of a building is 10 feet. So I'm only dealing with 15 feet maximum.
Mm-hmm.
That means free action, I'm going to carry myself 15 feet to the ground.
Yep.
Sword.
Your swarm comes out and carries you down.
Oh my god.
Then action dash 70 feet.
My thought is accurate. Dash.
I'm not going to bother using that yet. I'm just going to wait.
Fucking
Actually, bonus
Tabaxi, I
action,
click
learn
my
100 marks
heels.
so I can keep track.
As I'll roll for Marcus. Wow.
Do what?
Marcus,
I just wanted to know if it would have been
the werewolf
funny.
in you purely tumbles down, as this was for the following the 2 stories.
I know, it's just that if we were to
Tumbles down
actually-
and starts dashing towards the woods.
It can't dash at first turn, it had to break grapple, loser.
As Apex. So how are you gonna do this? As I'm going to be real, Marcus is a mindless beast now. He will hunt anything he sees. So if he sees a deer, he's going to go for it instead of you.
That is very nice. The moment he changes targets, I'm going to fucking shoot him.
What?
With my own gun.
With your own gun.
Using
Good sir,
Marcus's
threat
very
acquisition. Follow the funny boy.
using Marcus's very limited ammunition.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Okay.
Only reason I don't use my own gun.
Specifically, he only said he grabbed the gun, which is fully loaded, but it only has 4 shots.
That is fair.
Exactly.
That is fair. He didn't grab the extra ammo.
I figured once I pop you once or twice, that the animal inside's gonna make a very poignant decision whether it wants to attack me or run the fuck away.
To be honest, I don't know how it's going to affect me.
So, you guys run into the, you guys run into the woods. After an hour, why chasing, the funny Ranger Man, and Mr. Ranger Man, you've shot Marcus once or twice. After chasing funny Ranger Man, Marcus just opens up his claws and opens a elk's throat as he's chasing you, and continues to chase you for a little while, but after a little while, goes back for the elk.
We're gonna stock up on him. Because I do have him hunter's marked for the exact purpose of just tracking him.
You guys are highly in the middle of the woods. There's no way anyone's... You're even further out than your own cabin at this point.
So he knows where I am at all times.
That's the entire point. I don't want you just deciding to go away from me.
As you stock up on
Not
him,
today,
you see
Satan.
Marcus just ripping and tearing into this elk. Almost like he's an animal who hasn't eaten in years. Not like months, but years.
Animals that normally haven't eaten in years don't eat don't eat much. Because, they're normally dead.
Not today, Satan.
Don't worry about it.
He's eating the deer very fast and with huge chunks of meat at a time.
All good. Just gonna sit up in a tree watching him.
He picks the bones clean.
Yes. That's for
After
dinner.
doing that, Marcus looks around a bit. As he looks up to the sky and howls. After a little bit, he goes around slashing at a few trees. And then, in a small cave further out from the town, taking the deer carcass with him, using the hide he saved, he puts it down and lays on it.
Suddenly incredibly intelligent werewolf.
Marcus
Well,
has
that went
marked.
well.
Marcus has marked his hunting area and his cave. As by morning, Marcus will have turned back into his normal human form. And everyone, go ahead and do your level ups. We'll take a 10-minute to do your level ups.
So level
I have
5?
dinner.
You're level 4.
4.
I have dinner soon, man.
Well, we could call the session here because I didn't have much planned.
Well, I think that's a good idea. Everyone else?
I'm fine with
Really
it.
just kind of go back to the cultist dungeon, clear it out proper.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Pretty
We
much.
fully heal with a level up, right?
Yep, you fully heal and you get your spell slots back. You get
Okay, and-
it's a legendary level up. So
And
We get all of our spell slots back.
and your any resources.
Real
Look
quick.
good.
So what's everyone's level going into?
4.
No. What's
Ranger, but again.
Class.
range?
Blood Hunter. Blood Hunter for me.
Paladin.
You're gonna multi into Blood Hunter.
Abomination.
Alright.
Ooh, ability
Yeah.
score improvement.
Escape Death's Door. It'd be really nice.
And Yudogen.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
on the fence right now about Blood Hunter or level 4 Gunslinger because that
Yes,
ASI
awesome.
sounds
What's your
tempting.
level going into?
Sorcerer.
Okay.
Real quick,
Hell yeah.
are we doing are we rolling for our health or doing
may
the
choose.
average?
You may choose. Alright,
Choose.
Yudogen gains 5.
Vines. Wish me luck.
Edith gains 12.
40 HP.
Bod?
No. Yeah, 5. 35.
So you're going to take the average?
Yeah.
Okay, Apex, taking the average.
That's just what I've been doing all the time. And now I have 7 stress instead of 6 as my maximum. Oh. Probably actually gonna get more, so I think I'm gonna put another constitution.
So
All right,
does
I'm gonna need some help with mine potentially.
Yeah, I'm a ASI QCon, so that will get me 4 more HP. And through game mechanics, another stress maximum.
So I know for fighter you get a ASI right now. Like at 4th level.
But I'm not going into 4th level fighter.
I'm just giving you your options.
If he goes, if he goes,
Yeah, I like the idea. I like the idea of the ASI right now because it could potentially help with. Because I could put. Well, I mean, I could put it into my wisdom, which could help with future changes and stuff. So.
Yep.
after
That's
seeing
an idea.
Apex utilize Hunter's Mark to a degree, I think, hey, that'd be pretty poggies to have.
Um,
So I would like to learn it too.
so Blood Hunter 1st level gives you the the Blood Hunter die where you can coat your weapon into the Blood Maledict, so you can do an extra D4 of elemental damage. And Hunter's Bane, where you get the ability to track certain creatures, such as okay, you have advantage on tracking Fays, Fiends, or Undead, as well as
I'm looking at the blood. I'm looking at the different blood curses right now. Just I get one of them, right?
yes, you get a Blood Maledict.
I get one blood curse.
And Crimson
For-
Right's
for-
down
for
into
my
2nd level. I apologize.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, one.
But
blood curse.
one of the blood curses. There's like 4 or 5 of them I can choose from.
Fuck.
I said I want to go faster.
You didn't need to go faster, Apex.
But you know, that werewolf
He has like
almost
50%
got
more
up
speed
me
than
when
I got.
dabbed.
And
that
walking
werewolf
is
got, like,
almost as fast
really
as me
close.
dashing.
It's okay, guys. If it makes you feel any better, I still have more speed than I do HP.
I mean, most people can say that for quite a while.
Yeah, someone like me, but not for long because I'm at 23 HP.
Now, when he gets to 26 HP, he'll be over. Although I don't think he has a small creature curse, because they don't want to do that anymore.
No, Kobold's only downside is sunlight sensitivity.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right, then. I know what I'm taking. I'm taking the Polearm. I am taking the Polearm Master feat.
Hell yeah. Bop them with your bonus action.
I'm going to blab.
Next is gonna be Sentinel.
So
I'm gonna
instead
get Blood
of
Curse of the
fighting
Mark.
with my greatsword, I'm fighting with a halberd
So
now.
you are going Blood Hunter?
Yeet.
I don't necessarily think you're going to need an ASI right now. Unless the dungeon's going to get a huge revamp. It wasn't that bad beforehand. We kind of just got fucked.
This can help though a lot. Let me check this out.
I still only got...
There we go.
But I'm going to go ahead and end the stream and end